Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in, say hi. I have a cute little project I came up with today. And I thought with starting the patriotic theme, I'm going to stick with it for a little bit. So I went on Etsy. Hi Doreen. I went on Etsy and I got a bunch of these little guys. They're like vintage, patriotic people. I can't remember what you would call them. So they're basically going to be, hey Linda, these are going to be on the parade float per se. We're going to create something with wheels. It's not, hi Criselda, we're not going to actually have a moving cart. We're just going to have a cart and they're going to sit on it. Hey Sandy, how are you? So these are on Etsy and I will, if you're interested, I can go ahead, I'll put the link down when I do the finished product. So how are you doing, Dorothy? Criselda, Sandy, how are y'all doing? And Linda, y'all doing good? So, okay, let's get started. So these are what we're going to use on the float. Aren't they adorable? Look at this. The little girls are my favorite. And then the one little boy is kind of cute. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Okay, so let's get started. This is what's going to take a little bit of time. So I've coffee stained them all because I needed to get them dry. So instead of them, hi Maria, instead of them being real bright, instead of them being really bright, they're going to be kind of muted. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and paint this. Where's my blue? We're going to paint this, the beginnings of this float blue. We're going to go ahead and paint it all blue. Actually, I probably don't need to paint the whole entire thing because we're going to put fabric like a flag over it. Well, we'll just go ahead and paint it. What the heck? Let me see how much I need to actually paint. Because we've got a piece of fabric with a flag in the center. So we won't need all that. Hey Sheila. How are you doing, Linda? Yes, I just want to get just a little bit in here. Don't have to do the whole entire thing. I loved my drums. Did you guys enjoy the drums? That was fun. Now I would do it again. I want to find a bigger, box to use because I think it's pretty when it's small, but I think sometimes it's kind of cute to be able to put up on a shelf if you do patriotic stuff, and you can put it up on a shelf. Hey Deb, how are you? Hey Robin, how are you? Hey Levon. So let me keep going. I don't want you up all day long here. I know everybody gets tired by the end of the evening, and I've been running all day long just trying to get stuff done, and so much to do, so little time. So next week, Wednesday, I'm having my auction on all my breads, just the breads right now, because I started to think about it. I'm like, I'd be so overwhelmed. Hey Kathy. Hi Kathy. I'd be so overwhelmed by doing all the desserts too. I thought, nah, I'm going slow. Oh, I'm glad, Dorothy. You guys, that was a fun project, and like I said, that's the kind of stuff you could do with grandbabies. Do that stuff with the grandbabies. They would love that. As a matter of fact, I need to find out if mine would like to do it, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. You know, boys, I don't know. They're something else. He was here today and he got so into his putty that he was in his own world. Yes, and you know what? They actually had a real pretty one at Michael's and they were 70 off, but I thought it was awful big. I mean, I want a good size, but I don't want them so big that I can't, I don't know, I don't need a big thing. I don't have room for that in this new house of ours. Our house is not as big as it was where we lived before. I need my dryer. So, okay, hold on. So, I don't have a lot of wall space. Hey Lisa. Hey Sandy Lawson, Shyla, Lori, how are you? So this is, we're going to put these little people on the float. I've already printed them all off, cut them out, coffee stained them, and they're going to be on the float for the parade. I'm just giving this a little color so it doesn't look so funky. How are you doing, Laurie? I'm really getting into this patriotic stuff. I'm thinking seriously I might decorate this year. Now, I'm not a big Valentine's Day and Easter. Don't do a whole lot for me. Hi, Jennifer. I'm a Halloween Christmas girl 100%. Okay, so we're going to take now, remember we used fabric when I did the drum? Well, don't throw your fabric out that you don't use. Little pieces like this will come in handy for on here. Hi, Stacy. How are you? How are you doing? If you're new, please let me know. We're going to glue this on. Let me do it this way. Get my glue gun going at least for a change. So we're going to make it a patriotic float. Like I said, I didn't have to paint it all. I guess I could have just left it alone, but I'm an overachiever sometimes. Okay, and then we're going to flip it, and then we're going to glue this back. Just put the excess back there. You don't have to, you can cut it, but I think it'll kind of finish this area off. So the top of our cart looks like this. Hey Deb, how are you? Hey Carol, hey Annette. Oh, is it really, Dorothy? Oh, you'll have fun with that, putting that together. Okay, so now let's go. I've got the wheels. Now, the wheels, you can buy these at Hobby Lobby. I think $3 or $4 for a bag. We're going to just, and this is actually a plastic flag from Dollartree. I ripped the flag off. So we're going to just paint the wheels on the end. I'm not worried about this part. I'm just going to paint this, and I'm not even going to worry about too much about gluing because they're not going anywhere. But I am going to, I'll just put a little tag here. This will just kind of hold it in place. Okay, now we're going to paint these red. I have some, it's called Tuscan Red, and it looks pretty good for a primitive looking cart, and then we'll dirty it up a little. Very easy to dirty this stuff up. Anybody do anything exciting today? I just cleaned. Cleaning is just such a job, you know? Stuff on there. Yes, the wheels do go round and round and round. See, everybody says you can't come up with songs. How do you come up with songs? Well, you know what? You don't realize it, but I swear every time you come up with a word, there's part of a song somewhere along the way. Be nice one day I could actually do this stuff without looking like I bathed in it. I'm going to go ahead and do another coat real quickly just so it looks okay. It needs to be worn looking, which we're going to try to do. How do strings get on me? Annoying. Okay, so we're just going to do this. Just get enough on here. You know, you do you, how much you want, how much red you want, how little red you want. Hey, Cindy. Having to take my granddaughter to her doctor appointment tomorrow. Ooh, in Fort Worth, that's right. Stop at Michael's. Do their boxes, those mystery boxes. Those are fun. Hi, Disorderly, Junk and Disorderly. In Art Market. What is your first name again? I know you told me it before, and I probably forgot it like everything. Hey, Melissa, Tessie, how are you? But they're always fun to get because you never know what you're going to get in the box. Kind of like a box of chocolate, you never know what you're going to get. So we're just going to get these. I'll set it off the side. We're going to grunge it up because it's going to be kind of a primitive. I don't know if I said hi to you, Jennifer. Oh, is it grunge American, Cindy? Ooh, that sounds pretty. I love all that stuff. I want to do stuff on my porch this year. But if we could stop getting rain and blowing wind, it'd be sure nice here in Texas, but I'm so over this. I'm going to just dry this a little bit more. I'll put this off to the side and I'll do the next one. Hi, Tanya. Hey, Shirley. How are you? This is the hardest part of having to hold this stuff. I'm going to get it fairly dry, and then I'll do the second one. Then we'll attach these, and then we'll start creating. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Okay, I'm going to just set that off to the side. It's still wet. You know, one day I'm going to burn the dickens out of my legs. And that was the glue gun. And it left glue on my leg, but it didn't burn me. That's a miracle. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So just remember, you guys, next Wednesday is if you're into primitive breads and regular breads, I'm going to be selling them. I'll be posting 2 more reels. I'm separating the reels so you can see what is just small breads, what is fancy breads, and what are regular breads, meaning they have nuts or they're just a regular bread. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Debbie. Okay, next one. Let me get to the second one. And then I figure I will get that done, and then once I sell all that stuff, hopefully I can move on to the desserts, the jelly rolls, or the what is it, like the Yule log stuff. I don't know, what did they call them? What is it, a cake roll? I can't remember what they're called. Like for a Yule log, how they look. I can't remember. So I want to get those done, and then I got to sell all my Easter, and sell all my. I still got Valentine's Day. You know, it's amazing how you don't think you're busy, but you are busy, and time, there's just not enough time. That's why I usually don't like to do a lot of personal things for people, because I don't have time. Because, you know, is Sherry on here? Did I say hi? Is Sherry on here? I don't remember. I don't know who I say hi to and who I don't say hi to anymore. I just want to get the stuff out of my house. I just don't have any more room. Cake rolls. Can you call them that? I'm just ready to get that. I got to get stuff out of here. I just don't have room. I already told my husband I think I'm going to take. I should have had when we first moved in. We have a lot of space up in our attic. I was thinking of setting it up, not as my craft room though, but to be able to have majority of my stuff in a room that I can just go get what I need without having to have and feel like a hoarder in here. This way my room stays clean. I just go grab what I need. Because do you guys get overwhelmed at your house? I do. Hi, Wooden Corner. What's your first name? Hey, Sam. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, putting some shelves in there. You like it, Sandy? That's cool. This way it's up in the attic. It's out of my room. I'm not over. I don't know about you. I can't. It's like an anxiety thing or something. I don't know. I just can't stand a lot of stuff. I can't stand a dirty house, but my house is dirty. The cat sheds so bad in my house. There's more here, and you know, I have to vacuum almost daily. I have to vacuum almost daily because the cat, I'm going to take Waverly, where is all these strings coming from? Waverly wax, and we're going to antique this up a little bit. I'm just going to age this up a little bit. And where's my paper? So there is more here in this house than I know what to do with. And I have a feeling that's why those people didn't want the cat. That's what I'm thinking it is. Is because they didn't like the fact that he shed so bad. He don't bother me. He's a sweetie. He acts like he's my protector. So we're just aging these up a little bit, so it's not perfect. I'm not gonna worry too much about being perfect. Hi Lorraine, how are you? Sam. No, Wooden Corner, what's your first name? Or is that Sam? Another Sam. Okay, so we're just dabbing. We just want to get rid of the bright red. We want to kind of mute it up a little bit. You don't have to be perfect. I mean, this is supposed to look like it's old. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. And they just look like they're just older. They're not, then we'll sand them a little bit. So we'll do a little bit more on this end. Just throw a lot on it and then you don't have to work so hard at it. Yeah, it was really funny. My husband was looking online. You know, we're out in the country, so we have a Walmart and stuff, but we don't really have a whole lot out here. So now we're getting bigger. Hopefully, I'm hoping, it said craft store, so I'm hoping I hope it's a Hobby Lobby, not a Michael's. I like Hobby Lobby better. Hey, Sandy. So I'm hoping, but we'll see. But that would be nice. Just because when you need something simple, I hate going to Dollar General and stuff because they don't really have a whole lot. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Okay, let's dry these real quick and then we'll scuff them up. And then I'll rub down these plastic spools. You know? Sometimes I gotta just heat this thing up. Is so old sometimes I can't even shut it off. Okay, so let's let those sit a second while I try to remove my mess off of my hands. The only thing I hate is I swear the stuff never comes off. Like if you go out to dinner, I can't get the stuff off, and when I go out, I almost have to tell people I'm a crafter. Okay, so now we're gonna take this over, and is that dry? I gotta find my sander. I just sanded my sticks. Well, if I don't find it, I'll sand it. Oh, there it is. We're just gonna kind of scuff them up a little bit. Just on the wheel itself. Don't have to be perfect. Just so they have a little bit of scuffing to them. Kind of like how wheels do. There is a little bit of wet on it, so let's go ahead and glue these. We're gonna just glue them. They're not moving. They're not moving at all. They're just gonna sit. And I'll adjust the take the paint off the bar when I'm done. Let's see if I can get this cleaned up a little bit. Little plastic. See, there's so many things you can do with the we'll add it here, just so that it's a little stronger. I was gonna have them moving, but I didn't feel like dealing with it. Okay, so now we have our little cart, okay, with lots of glue spiders. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take our spools. We're going to paint one red, we're going to paint one blue. And then we're going to paint the tops opposite colors. And these are also at Hobby Lobby. And these are like almost $5 a bag of 4. Hey, Patty. I just wish the drying, I didn't have to deal with the drying. I have to do 2 coats. And then we'll do, the tops will be red. The top on this one will be red. And then it'll be the opposite on the other one. Anybody doing anything today? Chillaxed all day? Felt good to get stuff done. As much as I hate washing and stuff, you know? Oh yeah, that's right, darn it. I didn't have to paint all that. I wasn't paying attention. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. This is supposed to have fabric. That's what I did wrong. See? I almost need a piece of paper in front of me that states, don't forget, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. Okay, so we're gonna cut this. These were gonna be in the center. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it about right here. I meant to put these in the center. I think I kind of like that this way. I was not paying attention as always. So we're gonna put these in the center. It's not gonna hurt it, but I wasn't paying attention. We're gonna put that all the way around. I just need a little piece on this end to go over here. Let's get rid of the blue. Oh, let's get rid of the blue. I'm starting to think I should have just done some of the stuff ahead of time and not worried about it. Oh, this one's not big enough. Doggone it. Doing this fabric stuff is so much fun, you guys. Can really get into doing some fun things with it. Okay. Now we're going to cut some of this off. Okay. Now we'll just cut the excess off of this one. We'll get that glued in there. This one is going to get glued in the back. I do need, I was going to put on here, I need some gold, what is that gold cording is what I need to find. You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on and not worry about it. Okay, so we got our first, okay. This is the first of our stands because they have to have something to stand on. What's going on? Hey Brenda, how are you? You guys saying goofy stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the second one. But the second one, we don't need to paint the whole thing. We just need to paint the red. Told you. And then I'll do the tops. I don't know. Don't call me messy for nothing. I just think sometimes just adding that little bit of color, and that's the nice thing. You don't have to be so perfect. I think that one, I'm just going to keep it blue and then I don't have to paint it over and over again. And this is not a bad red for the Patriotic. Okay, we're going to dry. Hi Abigail, how are you? We'll do one more coat. I'm going to paint the top of that blue. This is when you need 2 hands. And this one is actually going to lay on its side because we want different levels. So we want a little bit of different levels on here. Don't worry about getting it on the spool. It really doesn't matter because it's going to get covered in fabric. Yes, I will spend a day just grunging all my fabric. And what I've learned from my Sweet Home Living, Tracy Campbell, she takes, after she's done grunging it, she puts it, lays it in the oven at 250. So put it in for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, flip it, 10 minutes, flip it, 10 minutes, flip it. But if you need to, you can go ahead and flip it again. So just kind of, it's just to dry it and it makes it harder. So it's kind of nice. It's a little tougher versus it being real flimsy. But if you need flimsy, then of course don't bake it. I kind of wish I had some gold cording on here. Okay, so now this one we're going to do, where's my other one? Well, I'm going to use this fabric on this one. This is going to go here. Here, here, and here. And I like when you do, did I just do it wrong? Yep. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had it all the way up there. It's okay, we'll cut it about right there. And then all this little fabric is great for, it's great for keeping for, small projects like tags and stuff. You can just cut what you need. Now you could glue it if you really wanted, or you could use Mod Podge, whatever you want to do. This way I don't have to dry it. And it kind of gives it a pretty nice look. Save all those little pieces. Definitely come in handy. Just hold your fabric though when you're cutting it and trimming it. Now remember, it's kind of primitive, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Unless that's you, then you do your thing. It's supposed to be. I don't have any. I'm going to go get some gold cording for this. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is I'm going to put this one on the side. Oh, this one has to have both sides. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, let me see if I can just do this real quick. This one's going to need to have a little bit of antiquing on it. Let's go ahead and rub that in. So we don't want it perfect, which I should have done this ahead of time, but okay. Yes, once you're done, when you're, I always grunge it and then I print it. I'll show you, I'll show you what you call it. And we'll just go ahead and grunge it here. Just want it to look old. I just don't want it to be perfect. Okay, okay, and you could do, this one is going to lay, and of course I got paint on it. My hands just get full of everything. I was actually trying not to paint because I don't like to paint. This is going to go on an angle here because we want layers of dimension. Okay. It'll look cute. It'll look cute when we're done. Let me pick this up a little. Okay. Now the cuties, I can start putting the cuties on in a minute here. Now I can do more of this later. I just want to kind of basically show you. Let me move these out of the way. I'll get a new one. Don't need all that. Okay, so now we have our little cart or our little parade. Now what I did is I took these. These are going to be on the top because these have to be where hey Christy, hey Robin. These are going to be on top where the, oh that's a big one, that's not it. These are just going to sit on top. This is so I can poke a hole for my little characters to be in here. Each one will be here and another one will be here. This is, we need places for these guys to sit, and I have one big one here. It's gonna be right there. Okay, so now we're gonna take such a messy person I am. I have all these things go in my brain and I don't know. So, okay, so now we're gonna take our characters. We're gonna take sticks. They're gonna be standing on sticks. So check her out, isn't she adorable? She's been coffee stained. So now you can do, if you can do a double side braid, you can't, don't worry about it. You don't need them very, very tall. Oh, this bending down after working all day long is really tough on the body. Let's go ahead and get them all lined up. We have a little dude, he's next. Okay. Like I said, they don't need to be super, super long. Just enough. I swear. Oh, the glue strings are horrible, you guys. Put the little drum here. It's got a little drum. I just got about 6 little characters here. We have a little boy. He's kind of cute. He's like a little farmer boy. Put him here. And you could put fabric behind them if you want. And I was hoping to see if I could flip these, but now we have a firecracker. That's next. Now we have a little dogs. These are really cute. We have the little dogs. A little dog too. Put these on here. We have one more little girl, and I think she's just adorable. She's a cutie. I was trying to stay with the theme of back in the day. I'm gonna cover this with a little bit of, I just need it so it's not so clean. Little antiquing wax on here will just kind of dirty it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just so it doesn't look so clean. I'm gonna try to wipe my hands a second here. Don't need everything dirty. Hey Liz, how are you? Hey Jane, how are you? Okay, so now let's get cruising on how we're gonna decorate these guys. Now, I was thinking, I really like the little girl. She's gonna go at the top. You can see where she's gonna be. We'll be adding more stuff to it though, like I said. And he's a cutie, I'm gonna put him at the bottom. Okay, he's gonna go down here at the bottom with his dogs. So I'm gonna cut this down a little bit more. And then now we have another little girl. Wait, this one is too tall. We don't need it that tall. I'm gonna put her up a little bit, and then we're gonna put her little friend here. Oh, yeah, he's gonna have to go a little bit more too. No, I don't like that. We're gonna have to put, I'm gonna put the little drum here. Okay, so you can kind of see where we're going with these. They just need to be kind of like in sync with each other. Just believe anything I tell you guys. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so you kind of have the idea of where we're going. It's the old-fashioned parade. There's not going to be anything in front of it. I was going to do a wagon, but I just never got around to it. Okay, so we got a couple more. So what I'm going to do is I got another one of these. These are just meant to be as my stands. Because you have to have something to stick them in. Actually, I think I'm going to move him to the back with his dogs. Then we're going to stick her up front. And then I think we're going to put him in the front like that. This is where I was trying to figure out how to make it look cool. Okay. So now you have them all sitting across doing their thing. Now the only thing I did not figure out was, what should I put any moss or something, or what else can I put on here? I got this far. I could actually do a cord up front if I wanted to. Doesn't have to be super, super long. Put that on there, burn my hands, but that's okay, I got this. Add it to all my other bodily wounds from hot glue. You're not a crafter until you let yourself. Okay, so can anybody think of anything else I can add on here? There's got to be something else I can add. Maybe a little bit of, what do you think about a little bit of moss or something like grass? Hang on, let me get a little something. Let me see what that looks like. A little bit of grass. And I can't find my grass. Where's my grass? Or I could do paper, or where's my grass? Oh, there it is. See, when you clean your house, this is when you can't find anything. So should I just put a little bit of papers off to the side? Like some papers? Some little papers or something? Or straw? Straw? But should I end up doing the, should I grunge it though? Should I grunge this stuff? I don't know where all my grunge stuff is. So are you saying just put some straw in different places? Hi Lisa, how are you? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a little dirty here, guys. But then what else is new, right? You know, where's my gloves? I spent money on gloves. You think I'd put some on? How are you doing, Lisa? Grab a whole bunch of these things and put these in my hand and grunge it up a little bit. See if I can figure this out. Because I don't think it really needs to have a lot. Is that Gina? Hi, Gina. How are y'all doing then? Everybody doing good? Okay. So do you want me just to put little here and there, kind of like it's on a, like a little wagon? Actually, maybe like something like that. Just put it all the way around like this is like a hay wagon. What do you think? Like that? Let me just keep making a little bit more and you guys tell me. I have to go buy more. I can't find this stuff. I have to go online to Amazon to find this stuff. Home Depot, Hobby Lobby doesn't ever have it anymore. I don't see it ever at Walmart. So I can never figure out where to find it. So I'm always constantly trying to find it. Do you think it needs some more in the back? Do you think it needs some more just in the back? Yeah. I got as far as figuring out where to put the people and do that part. My brain was, like I said, too focused on house cleaning. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys spending the time with me. It's always nice to have you all here. So I'm going to let it dry before I glue it. Wish I had something else to put. What do you think? Is there something else I should be doing on here? What do you think? Is that too much or is that enough? Put a little bit more. I gotta go buy more. Hi Lacey, how are you? These gloves come in handy. I don't mind working with the coffee, but after a while I can't stand having this constant smell on me, even when after I wash my hands and stuff. So what do you think? Does that look okay? Hi Lorraine, how are you? Does that look okay? Get rid of that one. I'll have to let this dry really well because there's no way I can do anything. So does that look okay how they're standing on top of these without having color? I guess I could have made them blue or something. What do you think? So does that look okay? I just wanted to do something little. I've got a thought for this. I have to go get big wheels, but this is from Dollartree. I want to get big wheels for this one. I'm going to do a wagon. So I want to do more because I'd like to put some more of this stuff in my house because this kind of reminds me of the vintage. Thank you, Wooden Corner. What is your first name? I don't know. I must have missed it. Hey, Lori. Hey, Patty. So it's just a simple little wagon. You can put these in a bathroom. That's what's kind of cute. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. I mean, they're just fun. And like I said, I will attach. This is another one that I think came with it with stars, but I just chose not to use the stars this time. So it comes with this, what did I do? Let me show you the whole entire sheet for those who missed it. Oh, tell you what, getting older sucks. So these are what you get. I think I paid maybe $1.50 for them. I print them off on cardstock because you want the support when you do these. So like I said, this has got to dry before I can actually glue it down. Once it dries, I can glue it down. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet. I just like doing something different. I get kind of tired of doing decoupage, and I just want to do something different. I don't know. I've got thoughts for other stuff, but I've got more cute ideas. I'll do some firecrackers and stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Wooden Corner. So, but yeah. So that's really all I had tonight. Did he move? Yeah. But it's kind of cute. You can layer them. Right here. You can layer them so it looks like they're, you know, like the kids are normally on a wagon. Oh, yes. Well, it is. Turned 65, so let me tell you, I got my button gear and went to start working back out again. I need to. It's been like, I was doing great until Kurt got sick, and once he got sick, my world just changed, and I just didn't take care of me, which I should have, but I just was in a different world at that time. So now I need to, life's better now. He's getting better, and so we'll do more things together and stuff like that without him being in pain and stuff like that. So that'll be good. And we can go on a vacation, which we're hoping to for July, go up to Wisconsin. I'm so excited to see my sister, my sister-in-law, my brothers. It's been 3 years, but I got to see my sister last year. Selena, Debbie, was it last year you guys came down? I think it was last year. Hey, Barbara. So, like I said, short, sweet. Well, not in my book, short and sweet, in almost an hour. But it's a simple little project you can do. And of course, when you're not doing it in the front of a live, you can take your time a little bit more and make it look better. But it's just a cute little, I mean, I can picture this coming down the street with all the little kids on top. Different levels is what you need. Nothing on the same level, otherwise it just looks like a bunch of people. So you kind of got to make it look like you got a position. Carrie, that's your name, Carrie? Well, welcome, Carrie. You were on here before. Why can't I remember your name? I don't know. I'm losing it. So, well, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'll take pictures later. Get a chance to check out the reel. The reel is showing you the breads that are going to be for sale. I got some really primitive. I've got some regular little breads, and then I've got the fancy breads in the fancy tins, and then I've got regular breads, which are nut breads, and regular breads that are going for sale. And then I can get rid of those and then move on to the desserts. So, and I should be on tomorrow. I will not be on Friday. I got too much to do trying to get ready for this auction and get ready for the next stuff going on. And then I'm going to try to relax this weekend. So, well, guys, I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Get some rest, and I'll see you tomorrow. And it'll probably be about 8:15, okay? Love you all. Bye. Hi, Renee. Bye-bye.